We have a brand new 14th scale buggy here. This guy actually has quite a bit in common with the famous WL Toys 144001. Besides the fact that this one here is still broken, it is pretty much the exact same wheelbase and width as this new buggy is. Some of the other similarities would be that they are both brushed motors. It even has the metal shock towers like the WL Toys. It shares a similar design on these lower control arms. These aluminum ones are not stock, they come with plastic. And this one has that same similar design, just helping keep it stable for your high speed runs, because that's kind of what these buggies are designed for. We're still going to do our typical durability test on it as well. Other than that, it actually has similarities to some other brands that are known for their durability along with their affordability. It comes with a really solid owner's manual with all your parts and exploded diagrams, extra body pins, your USB charger. Comes with 2 different choices of wing. I went ahead and decided to put the big one on because it looks kind of goofy with the short one. That's just my opinion. You might love it. A screwdriver and 2 of these lithium ion batteries with Dean plugs. Of course, we're going to do a speed test and performance test with one of these, see how long it lasts. And then we're also going to test it with this LiPo, which has similar characteristics, but will probably give it better performance. I'll have a link in the description for the awesome deal that these batteries are. It's a set of 2, and of course there'll be a link for this truck. And while I'm at it, I'll link this one in there too. This is the transmitter it comes with, which is actually pretty standard for some of your HBX vehicles. Oh, and of course it comes with all your awesome racing stickers. Some of the suspension components and the differential kind of look like HBX vehicle parts as well. That is definitely not a bad thing. HBX has been very solid and strong for me. These tires feel actually quite firm. It's probably going to be quite the drifter if it has enough speed, which of course we're going to test for you. Now, another difference between the WL Toys is this one's got an aluminum chassis, and that makes it really heavy. It also has a rather large motor. This one is a plastic chassis, which will probably help its durability in a lot of ways. It may not make it handle quite as well. Again, we're going to find out. And there's your motor. It's got a heat sink on it, which I like to see, but it's longer than most. So we may actually get some good amount of speed out of this thing, even though it's brushed. This also has an ESC that you see in HBX vehicles. The rear control arms on this truck like to pop off of the ball studs that they put on them because they're plastic. Well, on this one, they are all metal and they're captured with a nut. So that shouldn't be an issue here. These are friction shocks, as you can tell. And like I said, we are gonna check speed, performance, like drifting. We're gonna see how well it does jumps. And in that line of driving also comes durability testing. We're gonna see how long the stock battery lasts and how long a similarly sized LiPo lasts fully charged. We're gonna see if Max, our 5-year-old, can drive it pretty easily so you can know if it's good for kids or not. But the main thing about this little buggy is we're gonna see how well it performs for the price. Definitely comes in cheaper than the WL Toys, and it may actually perform pretty similarly. We are gonna find that out, well, right now. Oh gosh! All right, time for a speed test. We'll just shove her up in here. There we go. All right, how fast do you think it says?
1836.
Whoa, 19.8. 19.8 miles an hour. I'll get the ramp set up. Time for some durability testing. Oh, that was pretty graceful landing too. Oh no. Took that hit though. Front flip? Nope. Nope. Ooh. She's a stealth flyer. got a twig. Jump the child. Here he goes. I mean, how awesome are kids that'll let you jump over them? Not as awesome as any kid who can do that. I don't even know what that was called. Nice jump, dude. Exactly. Oh. Ooh. Nice job. All right, battery's toasty. Let's just check a few things. That was an entire battery pack. Motor is quite hot. I expected that. It's brushed. That happens. I do recommend a little bit of a break before you put a second battery in for pretty much any brushed car. We have newly painted shutters, a front door, and a kid throwing a temper tantrum. Everything is still intact except for this kid's emotional state. No breakage, no splits in the wing, no splits in the body. All right, we got this LiPo battery in here. So we're just gonna check for some better performance, speed tests, all that stuff, and we'll see you back on the bench in just a second. I bet we hit 22 miles an hour. Shove the speed meter in there. Oh, that definitely feels livelier. See what we got? 21.0. I was wrong. Didn't hit 22, but still an improvement, and we're still upset. Oh, one try. Ooh, front flip one more time. No, front flip. Yeah. Oh, that was epic. Good job. So even though this thing can't do flips, it does still have air control. See that? So you can still control it for easier and better landings. This thing's a beast. Seriously, this thing is so fun. Look at that perfect jump, dude. It almost self-stabilizes. Ooh, she self-stabilizes. Nice. It did. It self-stabilized again. I didn't bring the big ramp out for fear of it not being able to handle it, but I think it could have. We're getting a brushless one of these too.
What?
Whoa! Oh. Battery's done. I am really surprised how fun this car was. I was not expecting it to be as fast as it was, nor was I expecting it to take jumps as well as it did. Now, this is not quite as fast as the WL Toys that we were comparing it to earlier, but it is much cheaper, and I do believe it is more durable. I do not think the WL Toys would have survived those crashes that this did. And with that plastic lighter chassis, I also think that it flies farther off the ramp. But again, you really don't want to jump the WL Toys much because it doesn't usually last as long. Another amazing thing was the battery life. The stock battery it came with was roughly 20 minutes. You can actually get this car with 1, 2, or 3 batteries currently, but this is the 2 battery version, so that's 40 minutes of runtime, though I do recommend a little bit of a break between because the motor does get hot. However, I did not give it a break between batteries except maybe just 2 minutes. But then that second LiPo battery we used actually lasted about 25 minutes. That is really impressive battery time for a brushed vehicle, especially one with the throttle response and the speed that this has. The WL Toys one with a similar sized battery only is like 5 to 7 minutes. However, it is faster. Again, we got just under 20 miles per hour with the stock battery, and we got 21 miles an hour with this LiPo. You definitely get better speed performance and maybe drifting performance, but this handles and drifts really well. A few other things I didn't mention before is it has plastic axles, plastic drive cups. It may have plastic gears as well. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. It's a light enough car to where I don't think it'll have issues for quite a long time. Even after all those cracks, the wing did not crack or break or split anywhere, unlike this one here. This one just seems to have overall better capabilities because it can definitely take those crashes well, being that it has a lot of those same components, suspension and drivetrain that the HBX vehicles have, because those are really strong and hold up awesomely well. And even though it has friction shocks and not oil filled, it took those concrete landings really well without a whole lot of bounce back. Guys, I really do recommend this car. It's cheap and it's awesome. Now, if you think you want something faster, I do have the brushless version of this coming. I will have a review on that one as soon as I can get it done. Seriously, all you guys are awesome. We'd love it if you subscribe to our channel, hit the like button on this video, and we will see you very soon on the next one.